What is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another video. And the big talk going on in WWE right now is just who will be John Cena's final opponent, who is deemed worthy to retire the greatest of all time on that fateful day coming up in December in Washington, D.C. So today in this video, I have a clear Tupperware full of papers. Some are from WWE's current roster. Some are people who don't even work in WWE, like John Cena said. And we are going to be assembling a 16-person tournament. Now, I wanted to do this before WWE actually announced a little bit of the tournament, but they have announced it. We're going to be seeing Damian Priest versus Rusev, Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Jey Uso versus The Miz, and then LA Knight versus an opponent yet to be revealed. Probably Joe Hendry. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, we're gonna book my own version of that right here today. And yeah, who's going to be the first person in the Last Time Is Now tournament? Let's find out. It is going to be this guy right here. If I can grab him, it is. Let me open up the paper here. It's going to be Carmelo Hayes, man. So we got Carmelo Hayes, Melo don't miss. So that this is a young talent, definitely somebody who John Cena could realistically put over in his final match. So we got Carmelo Hayes, and the first round of the tournament is going to be Carmelo Hayes versus this guy right here, and it is Rob Van Dam, the whole show, man. Rob Van Dam, because Rob Van Dam, he can still wrestle. They can still wheel him out. So we got Rob Van Dam versus Carmelo Hayes. This tournament was already getting interesting. We have Rob Van Dam. Of course, he has a history with John Cena. He beat John Cena for the WWE Championship back in 2006. So you got the historical significance between RVD and Cena. We're going to shake up the Tupperware once again while also trying to not launch the papers out of it. And we're going to grab this guy over here. And it is, who's it going to be? It's Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, baby. He's been choking a lot recently against the likes of Cody Rhodes, but Drew, he's looking to get back on track. He is going to be entering into the Last Time Is Now tournament. So obviously it's 16. If it's a 16-person tournament, we're going to be having 4 matches on this side and then 4 matches on this side. That will just gradually move on from there. It's going to be pretty fun. But yes, Drew McIntyre is going to be going up against this guy. Who's it going to be? Dude, Triple H. Triple H is coming out of retirement. He's booking himself into the Last Time Is Now tournament. Can you believe it? We're going to have Drew McIntyre versus Triple H. This is awesome already. I don't know about you guys, but I think this tournament is getting insane already. We have Rob Van Dam and Triple H both in the first round of the tournament. Let's shake it up again. We're going to be pulling out another name. Who's it going to be this time? Kofi Kingston. Okay. Kofi Kingston. Obviously, he's done some stuff with John Cena in the past. They've had a couple matches. They've teamed together a couple times, mostly in the PG era. So here's Kofi Kingston, one half of the New Day, and he's going to be going up against, I almost accidentally pulled out 2 names there, but he's going to be going against LA Knight. Yeah, talk about in real life, this would be one of the most preferable names to retire John Cena, I think. LA Knight, this would give him such a boost, and hope that if we can focus on LA Knight, that this would give LA Knight such a boost, and he would shoot up the main event scene after that if booked properly. Shaking things up once again. The final match of this side of the first round is going to be featuring first. Oh yeah, man. The Viper, Randy Orton. Now, obviously, Cena and Randy have had a match this year, and I think WWE in real life they're going to be limiting this to like people who haven't faced John Cena yet. But dude, I think Randy retiring Cena in real life would be so wicked. It's just a matter of like if they put him in the tournament or not. Shaking things up again, going up against the Viper Randy Orton is going to be, who is it going to be? Big Jim. We got Jimmy Uso. Okay, Jimmy Uso going up against Randy Orton. Now beginning to fill the other side of the tournament with our first round people in the last times now tournament. There's going to be eight more people because we got eight. So there's going to be eight more people, four more matches. First person here, we're going to have Kane. Kane is also coming out of retirement. The current mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, he is coming out of retirement. He is going to face he's not going to be facing John Cena yet, at least. He's going to be competing in the Last Times Now tournament. And Kane has never actually, he's never actually formally retired, so yeah, he could be in the tournament. You never know. He has a pretty decent path with John Cena, mostly in like the PG era when they were having matches. Going up against Kane is going to be Kurt Angle. Oh my gosh, dude. Kurt Angle versus Kane in 2025. That's right. We got Kurt Angle. I know this has been pretty out there so far, but I'm just trying to make this interesting, man. We got Kurt Angle. If we can focus, prove it's Kurt Angle. Y'all can read it anyway. We got Kurt Angle. Our next match is going to be this guy right here, and it is Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed. He just came off of his victory over Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, and now he's entering the Last Time Is Now tournament. It's either I think his partner Braun Breaker has a pretty decent chance of being John Cena's last opponent in real life, but they could have Bronson Reed in the tournament anyway. But yeah, here's Bronson Reed, and he is going to be going up against this one over here. Let's open it up. It is Rusev. We're gonna have a clash of the big guys. It is Bronson Reed and Rusev. This would be a pretty interesting match. And Rusev actually is in the tournament in real life. He's going up against Damian Priest, like I said earlier. But there is Rusev. Moving on, we're on to the last two matches here, and the first participant of the second to last match, at least in the first round, is going to be this guy right here, Dominic Mysterio. Oh yeah, man. This is honestly who I think should retire John Cena in real life. Not what I think is going to happen. This is who should retire John Cena because just think about it. I'm a fantasy book here for a second. Dominic Mysterio is the Intercontinental Champion. So if they were to make that match for the Intercontinental Championship, then have Cena win, retire with the Intercontinental Championship around his waist, then do like another tournament after to maybe determine the new Intercontinental Champion or something. That would make it really prestigious, dude. It would be a great way to send John Cena out, since of course he's never won the Intercontinental Championship, and that's the only title he needs to become a Grand Slam champion. I think that would be a great storyline to end Cena off with and give the IC title some more prestige. But it's going to be Dominic Mysterio going one-on-one with Jeff Hardy. We got Jeff Hardy. Of course, WWE's working partnership with TNA. I think Jeff Hardy is likely to be in this tournament. So we're gonna have Jeff Hardy and Dominic Mysterio. What a match that is. Can you imagine a Jeff Hardy versus Dominic Mysterio match? There's still quite a few names left in this Tupperware, yet only two more can be taken out because this is the last match of the first round in the Last Time Is Now tournament. We're going to shake it well, and we're going to see who we get. First participant in this match is going to be none other than, I'm opening on camera, Ilya Dragunov, dude. So we got both the U.S. and Intercontinental champions in this match. Ilya Dragunov, if he does win, we could have John Cena versus Ilya Dragunov, and Cena's last match be for the United States Championship. I mean, I don't really see that happening in real life, but this is fully randomized. Anything can happen. And Ilya's opponent, we're gonna shake it well again, just for the sake of it. Ilya's opponent is going to be this guy right here. The final participant in the Last Time Is Now tournament is, oh, dude, this is a dark horse to be Cena's final opponent in real life. Der Ring General Gunther. We got Gunther. He's going to be going up against Ilya Dragunov. These two would have a phenomenal match on the main roster. Their match at NXT TakeOver 36 was the freaking bomb. So just imagine with where Ilya is today and where Gunther is today. That match was absolutely slap, dude. So that's every participant in the Last Time Is Now tournament selected. And now we move on to the quarterfinals of the tournament. How I'm going to determine this, it's going to be pretty interesting, and you might like it, you might not like it, but we're going to have this championship, and it's sort of going to be like a coin flipping thing. It's going to land on on the front of the belt, which is going to be heads, or the back of the belt, which is going to be tails, and we're going to determine each competitor by either heads or tails. So the one who is on the left side will be heads. So Rob Van Dam is going to be heads here. Carmelo Hayes is going to be tails. So we're going to flip the belt over and see what it lands on. Hopefully it lands on camera because I don't want y'all to think I'm cheating here or something. Here we go. It landed on tails. There's Carmelo Hayes, dude. Carmelo Hayes gets a victory over Rob Van Dam. So yeah, Melo don't miss. He's going to the quarterfinals of the Last Time Is Now tournament. All right, y'all. So this will get it in an angle where you can see it better because last time it like landed over here, but it was out of the camera shot, but it was still in the ring. So anytime it like rolls out of the ring or something, I'm just gonna flip it again. But Drew McIntyre versus Triple H. Drew McIntyre's going to be heads, Triple H tails. Let's flip the championship and see who goes to the quarterfinals. It hit the ropes. That was kind of cheating. Let's try again. Heads. Drew McIntyre is heading to the quarterfinals, man. He's going to be going up against Carmelo Hayes. I might have screwed Triple H there, but when it hits the ropes, I don't know. I feel like that just kind of unevens the odds a little bit. But Triple H is out. Moving on now, it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus LA Knight, the first match of the first round that is going to be 100% current people. We're going to grab the championship and seeing if it lands on heads or tails. Here we go. Tails, yeah, we got LA Knight. He is going to the quarterfinals. Now let's see who he's going to be facing. Be either Randy Orton or Jimmy Uso. So let's flip this belt and see who it is. Randy is tails, no, Randy is heads, excuse me, Jimmy is tails. Here we go. Heads, Randy Orton, man. Got an even wider shot here because y'all, I cannot stress it enough. I'm not just putting the belt down to whoever I want to win. No, I'm 100% randomizing this. We're moving on to the other side, Kane versus Kurt Angle, an absolutely insane match to happen in 2025. But we got the championship, Kane is heads, Kurt Angle is tails. Here we go. Tails. It's going to be Kurt Angle moving on to the quarterfinals for him because he has either Bronson Reed or Rusev. Here we go. Let's flip the coin and see who he's going to be facing. It landed on tails. We got Rusev. He defeats Bronson Reed. He's going to be facing Kurt Angle, Dom, and Jeff Hardy. And I just realized that this is a champion versus champion match since Jeff Hardy is the current NXT Tag Team Champion. So check that out. Who's going to be moving on to the quarterfinals? Dominic Mysterio or Jeff Hardy? Let's find out. Tails, man, let's go. We got Jeff Hardy in the quarterfinals. I feel like it's landing on tails a lot, or is that just me? And the final match of the first round, Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther. Let us flip the coin. Tails. It is that ringing it all. Continuing, it's Carmelo Hayes versus Drew McIntyre. Let's flip the belt and see who it's gonna be. Landed in between John Cena's legs, and it's on heads. Carmelo Hayes has defeated Drew McIntyre. That's insane. Who will Carmelo Hayes be facing? We are going to determine that right now. The Megastar versus the Viper, LA Knight or Randy Orton. We're gonna flip this thing high. Let's go. Landed out of the ring. We're gonna fix that. Landed on tails, so we got Randy Orton. It's only logical that Randy Orton picks up the victory over LA Knight. But dude, Carmelo Hayes knocked out Drew. I'm pretty salty about that. Now on to the other half of the quarterfinals, the Olympic gold medalist versus the Bulgarian brute, Kurt Angle versus Rusev. Here we go. Let's flip this coin, baby. Ah man, landed in the crowd. Let's try again. Landed right on Kurt Angle's bald head, and it landed on tails. So that means Rusev is heading to the semifinals. And finally, it's Jeff Hardy versus Gunther in the quarterfinals. Winner goes on to face Rusev. Let's flip the coin. Heads, dude. Jeff Hardy. Let's go. Jeff Hardy is in the semifinals. That makes him the only person who's still remaining in the tournament who is not an active WWE talent. Really slimming down on the field here, man. Carmelo Hayes or Randy Orton. Who will it be moving on to the finals? We are going to flip this coin and find out. I mean, it hit Carmelo Hayes and it kind of redirected it, so I'm gonna disqualify that. We're gonna try that again. Flip it once more. Tails. It's Randy Orton, dude, the Viper. He's going to the finals. Could he be John Cena's final ever opponent? Of course, if I applied the Carmelo Hayes logic to this Kurt Angle versus Rusev match, that thus means that I have to do a recount of this as well, because because like I look back on the footage and it did land on Kurt Angle's head. I mentioned it and everything. So I guess if we're applying the Carmelo Hayes logic to this, we need to recount Kurt Angle or Rusev once again. Tails, it's still Rusev. And the semifinals, we got Rusev, we got Jeff Hardy. We're going to see what happens as we flip this belt. So let's do it. Who's going to face Randy Orton, baby? Landing on the floor. Excuse me for a moment. Let's try again. Tails again, dude. Rusev is dominating this tournament. So we got Randy Orton and Rusev in the finals. This, ladies and gentlemen, is for all the marbles. This is for John Cena and his final match ever in Washington, D.C. Randy Orton versus Rusev. This probably isn't the finals that WWE would end up going with in real life, but you know, this is randomized. We got Rusev, we got Randy, and we got a dang championship to flip. It's going to be a high flip. We're going to do it, man. I'm trying not to let it hit my ceiling, but we're going to do it right now. Three, two, one. Yeah! Land it out of the ring. Let's try it again. Tails. Rusev is the winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament. So WWE's next Saturday night's main event will feature John Cena taking on Rusev in his final match. Okay, then this is pretty interesting. I mean, like on the off chance that they would actually do this in real life, I would definitely have John Cena go over. If it was against like a really young talent, like say like Dom or Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes or LA Knight or something, I'd probably have John Cena lose. But Rusev, and I don't feel like he's somebody who they're gonna like skyrocket to the main event scene again. He's probably gonna be an upper mid carder at best for the remainder of his second WWE run. But that's just me. I'd have John Cena win. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope you guys had fun watching this video because I certainly had fun making it. I like the really like randomized feel of these videos. It's really cool. And I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time. Jed Wrestling out.